A castor oil compress is something that I apply to my hand every night. So you might notice I've still got a little bit of swelling in my hand. It's been only 8 weeks since I broke this. The X-ray confirms that my bones are healed, but there's still a little bit of swelling there because it was quite a serious break. So I've brought you over my castor oil compress, and I've used one of those sheets that the 15-year-old's knee went through, and I've actually got about 10 layers there, and I put that on my hand like this, and I bandage it. I'm getting very good at this because I do it every night. And so there's my castor oil compress that I will sleep with. I sleep with it every night. So castor oil will break up any unnatural substance. So it'll break up a bone spur. It'll break up kidney stones. It'll break up gallstones. It will even help to break cataracts up. So you can put a drop of castor oil on your finger and wipe it over your eye, then do it to the other eye. Could you put it in your eye? Absolutely. It's just easier to wipe it over your eye though, because it's so sticky. So if you know what castor oil does, you start to know where to apply it. When I was in I think it was Nebraska last year, a lady came to me and she was in her 70s. She said, my foot had this bunion on it, and the bunion came out about 1/2 inch. She said, I've been applying a castor oil compress to it every night for 2 months, and it's gone. Welcome to the Natural Remedies Seminar. In our Natural Remedies Seminar, we're going to be looking at poultices and compresses. And the first one we're going to look at is castor oil compresses. It's not a poultice, it's a compress. Castor oil penetrates deeper than any other oil, and wherever it penetrates it can break up lumps, bumps, adhesions. So great for cysts in the breast, for breast cancer, great for irritable bowel, great for constipation. It's very good at breaking up stones in the gallbladder, kidney stones, bone spurs. If the bone spur has been there 3 years, it might take 3 months. If the bone spur's been there 3 months, it might take 3 weeks. Little by little, the body heals, so be patient. So I'm going to make a compress. It's like a little pack.
Imagine a natural oil so powerful, yet so simple, that Big Pharma would rather you didn't know it existed. This oil, castor oil, has been used for centuries to detoxify, heal, and ease countless conditions. But while they are gaining profits from pills and costly treatments, castor oil continues to work its magic for those who know about it. Why would Big Pharma feel threatened? Because the castor oil's natural healing potential, combined with its affordability and lack of significant side effects, poses a direct challenge to their multi-billion-dollar industry. Today, we are pulling back the curtain on castor oil with insights from Barbara O'Neill and Dr. Bobby Price, so you can see why this oil is feared by some of the biggest names in pharmaceuticals. Historical significance of castor oil. You might not know this, but castor oil has a long-standing history, which travels back thousands of years. It was seen as a powerful element in natural remedies, especially in places like Egypt. So Egyptians were the first humans to use castor oil and see it as a very valuable item. Surprisingly, they used it in a wide range of issues from healing wounds and cuts to adding it to beauty treatments. What's even more surprising was they used it to mummify the dead, as they believed it could preserve the body for the afterlife. Soon enough, castor oil made its way from Egypt to Greece. For the Greek doctors and Hippocrates, it was nothing short of a magical remedy perfect for digestive issues and skin problems. But it didn't make a stop in Greece. It went beyond Asia and Europe, becoming part of daily routines, especially in the Ayurvedic medicine in India. This oil helps with joint pain, skin issues, and even the body's natural detox system. Seeing its amazing benefits, people throughout the world dug deeper and came across unknown health benefits of castor oil, calling it a natural healer and wellness booster. But that wasn't all. Castor oil also won the hearts of African cultures. It is used to heal wounds and cuts, relieve pain, and nourish skin and hair. With the trade routes getting wider and reaching further countries, this oil also made its way to Europe and America, getting a spot as a household staple. The mothers began using it on their children to treat colds and stomach problems, and some even used it as a tonic for overall health. By the 18th and 19th centuries, castor oil had become famous for its miraculous properties and was well known as an all-in-one healer, soother, and booster. Castor oil's therapeutic properties. So, what do you think about castor oil's possible therapeutic properties? We will find out in this section.
Also really good for joint pain as well too, and inflammation. Okay, so hugely important.
Ricin oleic acid is the magic ingredient in castor oil, which makes it a superhero oil. It is a fatty acid and is loaded in every single drop of castor oil, making it a strong healer. So, what does ricin oleic acid do? Well, this fatty acid has anti-inflammatory effects, which of course helps with joint pain, swelling, and soreness of muscles. What's more, it even has mild antibacterial and antifungal property, which means you can use it to treat cuts, wounds, and skin infections. The best part, castor oil helps boost the immunity system, the body's natural defense system. When you use it in massage, it helps activate the lymphatic system, rinsing out the toxins and waste material from the body. Therefore, when the lymph system works better, the immunity system automatically works more efficiently. Thus, it is more popular among health wellness experts who talk about gentle methods to help people detoxify their bodies and improve their overall health. Aside from everything, castor oil is also a powerful laxative. Yes, you heard that right. The slightest amount of this oil can work up the intestines, digestion, and relieve constipation. It has long been used for the same job, and while it might not be a favorable flavor, it does work wonders when it comes to stomach issues. But as a word of advice, castor oil might turn out harsh on your stomach, so it is better to take caution.
So if you know what castor oil does, you start to know where to apply it.
Castor oil has also become popular in the skincare sector. It can work well with skin conditions like eczema, dryness, psoriasis, and acne. Due to its super thick consistency, you can even use it as a natural moisturizer. When you put it over your skin, it traps the moisture within, leaving your skin refreshed, soft, and smooth. Castor oil's antibacterial effects can chase away acne and many other mild skin infections. Therefore, it can be a great addition to your regular skincare routine. Castor oil is a gentle healer, so that it can be ideal for people with sensitive skin looking for a natural treatment for their skin problems. Many even rely on it to improve their scalp and hair health because it really helps with dandruff and dry scalp issues, alongside strengthening the hair locks for a dense hair appearance. The ricinoleic acid content in it can bring about the blood flow toward hair follicles, giving you healthier and thicker hair over time. With so many health benefits packed in one bottle, castor oil has become well known among natural healthcare practitioners. Applications in modern natural medicine. Let's get to the real deal now and look at what natural practitioners Barbara O'Neill and Dr. Bobby Price have to say about castor oil wonders. Unlike traditional medicine, which often depends on chemical treatments, they use and present castor oil for its healing properties, particularly its anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, and detoxifying effects. Castor oil has come a long way in relieving digestive issues and nourishing the skin.
And castor oil is something that penetrates deep into the body. I never advise taking castor oil by mouth because it can be quite irritating.
So how does Barbara O'Neill use it, and what are her recommendations? Being a naturopath, she often talks about castor oil in her holistic treatment methods. Like many, she believes and sees castor oil as a natural healer for issues like constipation, inflammation, and even the slightest discomfort in the gut. According to O'Neill, castor oil is ideal because it penetrates deep into the tissues. However, she doesn't recommend using it orally because it can be tough on the digestive system. Therefore, she has created a castor oil pack that you can easily use topically. We will discuss this castor oil pack in the next few minutes, so stick around. Barbara O'Neill says she has used this pack over her broken hand after her plaster was removed and her bones were healed completely. However, some swelling remained. Castor oil can reduce swelling and even work with scar tissue that might be coming up after similar injuries. Therefore, she wore it every other night to treat her hand.
So castor oil will break up any unnatural substance. So it'll break up a bone spur. It'll break up kidney stones. It'll break up gallstones. It will even help to break cataracts up, so you can put a drop of castor oil on your finger and wipe it over your eye, then do it to the other eye. Could you put it in your eye? Absolutely. It's just easier to wipe it over your eye though, because it's so sticky.
What's truly unexpected is castor oil can even break bone spurs, kidney stones, cysts, and cataracts. But the treatment depends on how large or how long these conditions have been with you. O'Neill suggests rubbing a drop of it on both eyelids to get rid of cataracts over time. It's that easy.
Castor oil is all the oils, it penetrates the deepest. Okay? Of all the essential oils that you've heard about, that you see people talking about in infomercials on TikTok and Instagram, etc., of all the oils that are being used out there, it penetrates the deepest.
Let's now hear Dr. Bobby Price's opinion about castor oil. Like O'Neill, Dr. Price holds pretty much the same views on this oil, calling it the deepest penetrating oil. This is exactly why it can break all the lumps and bumps deep within the body.
Because it penetrates the deepest, it's capable of breaking up lumps and bumps that other oils just cannot do. It's so powerful that castor oil is capable of actually breaking up bone spurs, okay? Which are essentially these bony deposits that are typically in the joints that cause people to have a lot of pain. Sometimes you get them in the heel. Sometimes you get them in the ankle, or maybe even in the knees as well too. And they are very painful.
According to him, castor oil breaks down and dissolves painful bone spurs that occur in joints like heels, ankles, or knees. While many undergo surgery to remove them, Dr. Price suggests using castor oil to get rid of them easily.
You know, lymphomas, they also include things like fibroids, cysts, and tumors.
While castor oil has been used to induce labor and relieve constipation for hundreds of years, Dr. Bobby Price sees this oil as a way to cope with conditions like lymphomas, cysts, tumors, and fibroids. Apart from all that, it is beneficial for even inflammation and chronic pain because of its potential to reach deep within the body. But here's the best part. He also values castor oil when it comes to hair issues like hair loss. He mentions the Jamaican and Haiti castor oils, which are super amazing in dealing with hair loss and triggering new hair growth. You can even use it to make your eyelashes and eyebrows thicker. Wonderful, right?
What we did was we got her to, use a gauze, a compress, put the castor oil on that compress, put that compress inside of her bra, okay? And every night, put that compress on, every night, over the area where that lump, bump, tumor was. And in about 60 to 90 days, the tumor completely, resolved.
Castor oil packs, a natural detox. Now, let's get down to business. Castor oil packs, how they are made, and what conditions they can cope with.
Let's say, for instance, one of the benefits that you can, or one of the things you can use castor oil for is like a liver detox, okay? It's commonly used for that. And so what people will do is put the castor oil all over the right side of this upper abdomen area right before bed, and then put it on a gauze or a compress. And then what you could do is kind of wrap a towel around yourself before you go to bed, because again, castor oil is very thick. And as a result, if it gets on something, it's in that something.
Using castor oil through these packs is one of the oldest and most effective methods in natural medicine. It can even serve as a way to detoxify your body naturally. You can place these packs over your liver, which is located on the right side of the abdomen, the lower back, or even the lymph nodes. This way, you can get the maximum out of this oil, treat your inflammation, and detoxify your liver. How does this natural liver detox work? Castor oil pushes your liver to release and remove toxins from the body. The liver is the primary detox organ in the human body, filtering out waste material. Many even believe that using these packs daily makes them feel refreshed and lighter because they help supercharge liver function. Here's the check. As Dr. Price mentions, using castor oil on the abdomen can get a bit messy, so you can follow the same method shared by Barbara O'Neill. A castor oil pack to avoid messing up your clothes or sheets. If you want to apply it for a long time, make sure to wrap it up using a bandage or other cloth, and you're good to go. Lastly, he advises that if you are using it to treat joint pain, bone spurs, or fibroids, be sure to look into the root cause of the condition, because castor oil can only relieve symptoms and not treat the entire health condition. Remember, castor oil is a part of the solution, not a complete all-in-one solution.
So I'm going to show you how to make a pack. So here is, I think we're familiar with them, they're blueies. Oh, this is a greenie, but it's an incontinence pad. So what we do is we get those and we cut them and we take off that top layer and we put several layers in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6 layers of that old sheeting in there. You see, the thicker the compress, the more castor oil it can hold and the more castor oil that can go into your body.
So here's how Barbara O'Neill prepares a castor oil pack and how you can make one. Take an incontinence pad that has a plastic backing so the oil doesn't leak and spill on your clothes. Now cut that pad to a size that's appropriate for you and take off the first layer of the pad to get to the absorbent material. Barbara O'Neill suggests that 6 layers of absorbent material will work well for everyone, because the thicker the pad, the more oil it will take in and make it available to your body. Once you have placed the 6 layers, stitch or tape the edges together to keep it intact. Since it has a plastic backing, it will be reusable and can be used daily. Finish by adding oil to the pack and apply it wherever you feel the need. Keep it in place for 30 to 60 minutes to relieve pain and inflammation. For the maximum benefits, apply it overnight. Apart from working as a natural liver detoxifier, this pack can also benefit lymphatic circulation, which is the second natural detox system. The lymphatic system takes waste material and toxins from one place to another for processing and later releases them from the body. When your lymphatic system isn't working the way it should, your body ends up making a layer of toxins that makes you feel exhausted, causing pain in muscles and skin problems. With this castor oil pack, your body becomes better at detoxifying, and you can even expect it to improve your immunity. So it's an all-in-one deal.
So for endometriosis, it'll break up endometrial pockets, it'll break up cysts, it'll break up fibroids. And as you heard today, it's also important to balance the hormones.
It also works wonders for other conditions, such as endometriosis, cysts, fibroids, and constipation. Just place the castor oil pack on the abdomen and see the magic.
Ladies helped again and again with that. You can also use a castor oil compress on the chest if there's a congestion in the chest. You could wear it on the abdomen, not only for fibroids, but also for constipation.
Apply a bit of it directly over the chest to treat congestion and on the abdomen for digestive problems like constipation.
Someone's got a sore knee, they might do a ginger poultice one night, they might do a potato poultice the other night, and then another night they might use the castor oil, and just observe what your body likes.
This pack can also be used to treat sore knees, but remember to alternate nights with ginger poultice and potato poultice for a quick and better recovery. In addition, castor oil is ideal for reducing inflammation and helping with the arthritis, sore muscles, and joint pain. Again, ricin oleic acid has anti-inflammatory effects, which will support pain relief and stiffness. If you have muscle or joint discomfort, try putting this pack in the painful area and experience quick healing. Unlike traditional pain relievers, castor oil works naturally and gently with long-lasting benefits and no side effects.
I've had in my thumb a little bit of rheumatoid arthritis because I have inherited the genes there. If I wear this castor oil compress every night, it never causes me any trouble. I've been wearing this compress. Well, I haven't been wearing for 8 weeks because my hand was in plaster for a while.
Barbara O'Neill mentioned that she had inherited a condition called rheumatoid arthritis in her thumb, which causes her a little discomfort. Still, when she wears a pack on her thumb every night, she never feels any pain or discomfort.
But I've been wearing this one I've got on now for several weeks, so you can use it again and again. In the morning, I'll touch it and I'll look at my finger, and if I see oil there, I know it's still got enough oil. But if it starts to get a little bit dry, I'll put another maybe teaspoon of oil on it. Maybe after another month, I might make another one when it starts to look a bit sad.
You can use these magic packs for weeks, but keep a regular check on them. If they run out of oil, add a teaspoon again. One pack can be used for several weeks, but once it starts to look worn, it should be replaced with a new one. Potential threat to pharmaceutical interests. This is where it gets really salty. When people start skipping pharmaceutical products for their issues like joint pain, stomach, and skin issues and begin believing in castor oil. This creates troubles for pharmaceutical industries because that's what is expected. With castor oil's anti-inflammatory and detoxification benefits, it can easily tackle a great deal of body issues in one go. Plus, it is all natural, affordable, safe, and effective, so it easily stands as a real competitor to pharmaceutical drugs. Pharmaceutical industries wait and expect the general public to keep coming back for their pills and creams. But when people turn to natural options like castor oil, it really starts to bite down on their profits. Let's not forget that these industries spend millions on advertisement and marketing of their medicines to make people buy their products. So when people turn to simple plant-based solutions like castor oil, their business model gets into bad shape and is challenged. If people keep going for natural treatments for long, these industries would have no chance left other than incorporating natural ingredients in their products to meet the needs of their customers. Scientific research supporting castor oil. Let's see if castor oil can really be game-changing based on research evidence. According to a research study, it can regulate the white blood cells and improve liver function, as well as cholesterol levels. Moreover, it can also help with the pain that comes with neurogenic inflammation. Another study showed that the ricinoleic acid in castor oil is highly anti-inflammatory. It works by blocking many proteins and pathways in the body that lead to swelling and pain. This oil can ease joint pain, so it can be used to treat arthritis and many other inflammatory conditions. Castor oil can also fight off 3 types of bacteria, including throat, skin, and enteric. Thus, you can use it to treat bacterial infections. A study at the National Cereals Research Institute in Nigeria showed that castor oil can be highly effective against these bacteria. Personal testimonials.
When I was in I think it was Nebraska last year, a lady came to me and she was in her 70s. She said, my foot had this bunion on it, and the bunion came out about ½ an inch. She said, I've been applying a castor oil compress to it every night for 2 months and it's gone. So that's good news.
Barbara O'Neill shared a success story about using castor oil in one of her lectures. She said that when she was in Nebraska, she met a 70-year-old woman who had been suffering from a bunion for a few years. When the woman heard about castor oil's benefits, she didn't hold back and began applying it over the bunion. Within 2 months, she got rid of it, like it was never there.
I've known ladies to break up fibroids by applying the castor oil compress. This would be a good size for the abdomen.
O'Neill also came across a woman who had fibroids and endometriosis pain. She began applying a castor oil pack every night on her abdomen. Within a few weeks, she miraculously said goodbye to the pain and symptoms of her condition. It really changed her life for good.
I met a lady who told me she'd conquered her irritable bowel with castor oil compresses. She said, my husband's a doctor and I was not interested in what he had to offer. And I'd heard about the castor oil. So castor oil can be used in so many areas.
Castor oil can even chase away the symptoms of IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. O'Neill met a woman with IBS whose husband was a doctor. She didn't follow his prescriptions, but instead went for castor oil. She started applying these packs every night on her abdomen. Within a couple of weeks, her stomach felt better, and symptoms lost their effect. Here's another success story.
So I'm just standing there in the airport and a man approaches me, and he would be mid-50s. And he said, are you Barbara O'Neill? And usually when someone says, are you, I just nod. Yes, he said, I've got an amazing story for you. He said, I had this hand, and he said, it happened to my father, my grandfather, the tendons in here get shorter and shorter, and the hand clamps up. He said, and I saw your lecture on YouTube about castor oil. So he said, every night after the shower, I rub castor oil into my hand. He said, I've been doing it for a couple of months. And he said, look. He said, my hand is no more clamping up. He said, I just want to thank you.
Guidelines for safe and effective use. Using castor oil for different body issues can be easy and beneficial if you know how to use it correctly. If you don't want to use a pack, you can simply apply a small amount of castor oil on cotton or a piece of flannel, put it wherever it is needed, and wrap it with a bandage. You can also apply mild heat over it for maximum absorption of the oil for around 30 to 60 minutes. Remember, do not consume it orally for your safety, as it can upset your stomach and even dehydrate your body. Still, if you want to go ahead with oral use, make sure to do it under the supervision of professional healthcare. If you are pregnant, avoid using castor oil entirely unless directed by a professional, as it has been historically used to induce labor. For individuals with certain health conditions or on medications, consulting with a naturopath or healthcare provider before use is highly recommended. Common misconceptions. Like any other natural treatment, castor oil is also sometimes confused with limited benefits. Many believe that it doesn't go beyond being a natural laxative, but it comes with a great deal of benefits as we have discussed in this video.
So any bony formations, bone spurs, very good at breaking up bone spurs. Obviously it's not going to do it overnight, and it's not going to do it sometimes in a month. Depends how long it's been there, depends how big it is, depends how serious it is.
Another misconception is that people expect it to work quickly and overnight, like dissolving cysts, tumors, or fibroids. In reality, it takes consistent work of weeks and sometimes months, depending on how severe your condition is. Castor oil supports the body's natural healing process, so patience and regular application are key to experiencing its full benefits. Another misunderstanding is about its application. Some think that castor oil cannot penetrate deep into tissues, but as Dr. Price highlights, it is one of the deepest penetrating oils. Its ability to reach deeply into tissues makes it highly effective for conditions like bone spurs, scar tissue, or fibroids. So, what are you waiting for? Incorporate this game-changing oil into your daily routine starting today. Whether you're looking to detoxify your liver, relieve joint pain, or improve your skin and hair, castor oil offers a natural, affordable, and versatile solution. It's time to embrace this age-old remedy and experience its powerful benefits firsthand. That is it for today's video. Have you ever applied castor oil for any of the mentioned issues? Share your thoughts in the comments below.